Hey, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in this gospel, bro, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just a quick little in transit title, Edom, your days are numbered. This is just kind of like another land back off the tension that we've been seeing around the world. The people fucking you crackers up, man. Okay, and man, it's beautiful. That video that I did a lesson on earlier about, I think it was a boat dock in not Alabama, I think it was like Alabama, my bad, one of them down south states. Brothers were just talking about it, man. And basically, long story short, man, the Lord is rising up Jake to put a hurting on you. Okay, like that whole ordeal of big cities. Esau takes pride in these smaller little sundown towns, because you got what they call sundown towns, which is like little hick towns, a population 300 or 400, sometimes maybe 500-600 people. What they do is they enforce draconian rules on people of color that come through these towns, man. Like out here in Missouri has several sundown towns that, nigga, don't get caught out there at the dark, because they will lynch you, they will hang you. You know, but it's coming to the time now that Jake, man, they don't give a shit. All right, because Jake is realizing one thing. They're realizing who the enemy and who the problem has been this whole time. So fast forwarding to this whole South African conflict, allegedly the citizens and the particular governments of South Africa and the particular forces of South Africa, they're taking people of authority and throwing their ass out of the country, which, you know, that's a beautiful thing. Because the scriptures say that the earth, roughly paraphrasing it, when you go into the book of, lost my train of thought, but when you go into the book, it tells you that they should be chased out of the earth, okay? Being thrown out of particular lands that they conquered through pillaging, rape, rob, murder. You know, same thing with France. France was inhabited by people of color at a point in time, okay? You had the Japhetic peoples that inhabited the land of France, okay? The Aborigines of Australia, you know, which is like, we call them little bell pepper nose Aborigines. But nonetheless, you took that land from them and you put them in slavery. You know, you pushed them to the back of the society, made sure they wasn't able to feed their families without your say-so. And sooner than later, all these nations are going to rise up against you, man. And they're doing it now. Okay, same thing with here in America. People are going to start rising up against the law enforcement in this place, because Jake, they get to the point, they're like, look, nigga, we got guns too. We ain't worried about no fucking cops. And what I realize about cops, they're very afraid. They're very scared. They're afraid of Jake. This is the reason why when they pull over Jake in a basic traffic stop, shit, 6-7 cops come and they try to hem Jake up, because they know what can happen. And it's ultimately a form of guilt of them putting hell on our people for 500 plus years. Now we're at the time now that the Lord is raising up the tensions in the earth, man. Never been a beautiful time to be alive, man. We see the downfall of our enemies, because the scriptures say, blessed be the man that liveth to see the downfall of his enemies. You see? So, hey, brothers, rejoice, man, because we ain't seen shit yet. Okay? One day, we going to be out doing our business, and, you know, before you know it, man, you know, motherfuckers it's Satan is out here today. But basically what's going to happen is, man, one day you going to wake up and it's going to be a whole different America. You know, a whole different Babylon the Great, because people are sick and tired of the bullshit. Yeah, bitch. Pay attention. But anyway, people are tired of the bullshit, man. Like this damn devil, she just pulled out like she was getting ready to cut in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So it just, the spirit of pride is on these people, man. You know? But overall, it's getting ready to come to a head, and you can really feel it. You know? So, hey, call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, Micah 2, and I'm gonna try to get as many of these precepts as I can, but it's kind of hard to read them and drive at the same time. So just kind of bear with me, Akim. You know, we're trying to do 3 different things at once. But anyway, the scriptures say he should be chased out of the earth as a dream. So his impending demise is nigh. You know, because like we said, the nations, they've had it. They've seen enough of it. And this whole thing with Jamie Foxx, I don't know what went down, but I believe it was like some type of joke that he made, but he had to apologize to the You Wish community Like, who the fuck need to apologize to you people? If anything, you should be the one that's giving, that's apologizing and restoring people to where they need to be, because you the one that stole everything. Like, a lot of times it's this place called like Jewish breaking news or some shit. It's basically like a group of just reprobate Amalekites that really hold the moniker of being the Jews of the Bible, which you're not. But every time somebody come up against them, they always want to scream that anti-S bullshit. Man, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit no more, man. Because it's going to come a time, too, that you're going to be the main prey. Okay? Your own people even going to start hunting you. These typical Edomites, they're going to start hunting you Amalekites, too, man. And deservingly so, because you are the most entitled, disrespectful, racist bunch of group of motherfucking devils I never came across. Here, when people bring up your history and they bring up your atrocities and the things that you've done to offend people, then all of a sudden you want to throw that anti-S. No, nobody care about that shit no more, man. Oh, well, Jamie Foxx is being anti-S. What the fuck did he say that was against your whole thing? Y'all so quick to scream that, but hey, have you ever thought about how you've gotten the land of Israel? Have you thought about how you stole France, how you stole Italy, how you stole Switzerland, you stole Australia, you stole Africa, you stole America? Have you ever thought about that? Do you remember how you come into power, E? Do you recall the shit you've done? Do you recall all wars being bankers' wars? Do you recall profiting trillions of dollars to set up your central banks off war and bloodshed? Do you recall that? Do you recall the type of nefarious dealings you done during the time of World War II? Creating an atom bomb to scare the nations in subjection, to be justified on setting up a fiat currency, which is the US dollar, as the world reserve currency. Do you not recall how many people died behind fighting your bullshit ass wars? That's why the scriptures say they're like the deaf adder, man. When you start bringing up Esau's dirt, you start saying, well, what about this? What about that? That's when they get to acting stupid. That's when they come with all the excuses. Oh, well, you know, that was 500 years ago. All bullshit. The Lord said, look, your sin's going to find you out. And that's in the book of Numbers. Okay, like the elder brother Uriah said, he said, no matter if you sinned 1,000 years ago, the Most High going to make you pay for it, man. Okay, you're going to make you pay for it. Because when you go into Ecclesiastes, the third chapter, 15 verse, it tells us that the Most High required what is past. So all the blood that you've received, the scriptures say blood should pursue thee, okay, and overtake you. So now is not the good time to be a so-called white person, man. Okay, I don't give a fuck if you got so-called black friends and you know you love so-called black people, you've given them handouts. That don't mean shit. The Lord don't give a damn about what you've done. Okay, because at the end of the day, it wasn't for the benefit of Jake. You've done it because you were benefiting off of it. Okay, or the Lord put a spirit on you to help Jake, but it does not take away from your atrocities, man. All right, yeah, brothers are lighting up this comment board, man. The book of Job. What is this? The brother like-minded. The book of Job 18:18. It says he should be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because light right now is his inhabitation of his rulership. You know, the illuminated ones, the ones on high, the Illuminati. Okay, like when you go into the word Lucifer, it goes into the Hebrew word Hayallah, which means light. You are the Luciferians on the left-hand side, but the scriptures say you should be driving into darkness, man. Meaning you're going to be brought down. And it say you should be chased out of the world, right? Because everybody wants you out of their land. You see, if a guy wasn't so fucking punch drunk and drunk off the reservations and the drugs, God would have chased you off this land. But, you know, it's prophetic that you was going to inhabit this land because the Most High is going to obliterate you. You know, it's going to obliterate you devils off the face of America, man. Okay, all you Edomites that's in America, if you don't die by the martial law and the riots that's coming and the camps and all this other stuff, you will taste those nuclear missiles, man. Okay, you will taste those nuclear missiles. And that's another way of the Lord ridding your existence out of the planet Earth. Okay, but it says he should be chased out of the world. That's why those South Africans, man, hey, they locking up those so-called authority figures down there, put their ass in cuffs and fucking them up, man. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. You know, beautiful time in history that we can see you Edomites get your just due. Okay, because you've done nothing but destroy the earth, man. Okay, like that video, man, when that Jake smacked that Edomite chick in the head with a chair, and he was fucking Esau up with that chair, man, and they immediately put him in cuffs. But hey, that's just a small inkling of what the Lord is getting ready to do to you. because each and every last one of you guilty. You know, your entitlement kicked in. He asked you to move your boat. You know, and Esau, he's not courage. Esau's a coward, man. He got to get drunk before he decides to pop off shit. You know what I'm saying? He got to get drunk or high because he know he gonna get his ass whooped. So what he did, I heard that they got drunk or something like that, and then they just started whooping on the security guard, Jake. Then you had Jake's hopping in the water, swimming across the little river to go over there to help out Jake, man. And that's what's gonna be. You know, the apostles prophesied a long time ago, as well as us, that eventually the tribes are going to start coming together. And that's in the book of Zechariah, I believe, the 9th chapter, when it says, I should take the sons to fill the bow with Judah and of Ephraim, and I should, and it should be like a mighty man, or a mighty man against war, or a mighty man for war against the sons of Greece, roughly paraphrasing it. If somebody want to post that, that's Zechariah 9 and 13. The Lord is going to raise up the tribes, man, to fend off you Edomites, and it's gonna be bad for you, okay? Because the scriptures tells us that we're stronger people. So you through, E. Micah 2 and 11, it says here, 2 and 1, it says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. Okay, iniquity is sin on top of sin. It says work evil upon their beds because the power is in their hand to do so. Their court systems, you know, their jurisdictions, they're able to impose draconian methods on Jake, like child support. You're gonna have to pay for all that, man. Okay, imposing taxes on people through the IRS, through the fraudulent system known as the IRS. Okay, and then you got what they call Title 4D, which is basically the Social Security Administration Act, which child support is under that particular clause, which is not even lawful. You're gonna have to pay for that, man. You're gonna have to pay for making our people suffer the way they're doing. You know, you gotta pay for putting Jake in these jails unlawfully, building up these evil ass cities, man, just to detain our people and keep us in a state of derision. You got to pay for that, okay? All the time we complain like, damn, why the Lord ain't fucking up Esau? But hey, when the Lord fucks up Esau, it's going to come. Because the scriptures say, do it, tarry, wait for it. You know? Wait for it, man. Because it should surely come. It should not tarry, but it should surely come. And we're seeing the beginning stages of it. And like the elder Malcolm has said, he believed that that particular event is going to cause more events, because that was an act of boldness and courageous among Jake, you know, because Jake have been totally put down in Babylon, so their confidence have been shot. But after seeing that video, Jake just gonna start beating up Edomites for the fun of it. And so fucking what? Fuck them up, shit. They deserve it, you know. And you cops too, you ain't gonna be able to hide your way with Jake too much longer either, because you cops, you have a lot of blood on your hand, you know. But it says here, the morning is light. They practice it because it's in the power of their hand. You know, and they covet fields and take them by violence. How they do that? Through war, bloodshed, unjust gains, setting up central, like you go down there to Venezuela and you set up a fucking central bank. Now these people are literally eating flamingos and eating food out of the back of trash compactors, man. Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, Venezuela been in inflation, been going through hell for like the last 10 years damn near, but yet there's no media coverage on it. Why? Because this man went down there unjustly and he pushed his bullshit, and you got them sellout leaders of our people that allowed that shit to happen. That's why it tells you that those that are joining to him should fall by the sword, because a lot of you Jakes got a lot of blood on your hand too for allowing this devil or enabling this devil to do what he want to do with our people, man. You know, but enough is enough. And it says here, and take it away that he may oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage, man. How the hell you oppress a man in his heritage? When does it become a crime saying that we're the children of the Lord? When we call ourselves Hebrew Israelites, basically that's a crime against humanity. But yet you can see a bunch of pale-faced leprous Edomites, a bunch of dogs, a bunch of funky, filthy-ass devils that can sit up here and claim our heritage with pride, you know, and with impunity, man, and nothing happens to them. But the minute you make a comment about some hollow bullshit that never really went down, and all of a sudden you're the worst thing in the world. Oh my God, he's a Nazi. But yet, find out in Ukraine, the Nazis is helping your fucking helping your regime down there, man. So you see how hypocritical it is? It's fucking madness. That's why, hey, call Allah Yahweh Shemau Shai, man. Hey, I can't wait to see the end of this, man. Blessed be he that liveth to see the downfall of his enemies. And hey, brothers, we gonna witness the downfall of Esau Edom, man. And we're witnessing the downfall of him now. Okay? So anyway, brothers, man, it's a lot of precepts. Unfortunately, I'm on this highway. I gotta focus. But you brothers are putting a lot of precepts on the comment board, man. I mean, y'all lighting this shit up. If I can read each and every last one of y'all, I would do it. But unfortunately, I cannot do it. So I'm gonna try to get a few ones, man, while I can. Proverbs 16:5, it says, for everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination. And it says, and the Lord, though hand join in hand, the wicked should not be unpunished. Yeah. Though you join hand in hand with Esau, that doesn't mean he's not going to get his just due. Okay, just because, you know, you got a few jakes that stand up and want to defend him, that doesn't mean that he's going to prevail in this day and age. No, because the Lord is going to remove him and the people that's enabling Esau right out the way. You know, and this is what we've been prophesying about. This is what we've been telling Jake about. You know, all these little sundown towns, man, you can kiss that shit goodbye, man. You know, Jake ain't worried about that shit no more. Though you still have to be wise, because Esau is the devil, and he is going to take a lot of you jakes out. We're not going to get it twisted. A lot of you niggas are going to die. 2/3 of you are going to die here in America. Let's get that straight. But the elect, the remnant, is the ones that's going to do the just do, man. You know? So anyway, brothers, man, Salaki, I got to cut it short. I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Hey, the water for the precepts, man. You know, edifying precepts for you new brothers and you few sisters out there. If you so happens to watch the live stream, make sure that you copy down the precepts, read them, study them, you know, learn about them. And that way, when you go out to teach, you can already have some tools at your disposal. So, you know, do what you got to do. But with that, Shalom, Abab, and may Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai deliver us quick. Shalom.